share a very important topic ayaka ho asema kakra ansane yako housing and na obi kan kire me say La Paz, Cantonment, Nima, Joulu, any areas I walk room, especially Tesano Hono, Nipa ombetimi atna ho. Sa areas I can't bo me La Paz ko sikwashima, the walk room, the achimota mobe kanwa. Omofre bibi the V basin, Accra. Accra size and Ankasa communities are forming the V basin. Aqua chia of Ancommode won't tank Accra, Hosa, but is in a mobile. Aha. T. Kobenyanka.
Now if I go
V basin no free can da ho ha. So we share areas now when you beka senke properly central business district so called. Oti hwa oti krum. Omusi nipa nko betimi atna this area with proper housing structures. Over 1.5 million. But Accra nankasa nipa eti hakakra bi no. Omo achire ne doso. Eno na ama transport ye problem. Unsa wuti ben kruma wo mfaka bebre. Ti di ama ye transport system no no pay local government minister is saying say ye overhaul it. Na me say ye ne ye wan. Ye overhaul ye transport system because nipa no bebre ti oyibi ote amasaman ote damfa ote kaswa oba krum no na krum for no so etu no obi ehia anti time bia but omo ma planning omo transport system ni omo cities no more people stay within the zones I bet me akwa adwuma with bicycle with one car and now ordinary ma one stop no more work na ba na kuro no mahehan but a dining be bree flat na no say you show drone shot of La Paz na area ha a dining nyina ye short and the nipa gum but you bet me Nima, this is Nima. I bet me for over 600,000 people. Nima and 600,000 people can stay there. But the housing system, nano pay ye ton kradiama, the Minister for Works and Housing, any the agencies under him. Yes, so only the policy maker. But see a construction and Abibia or Edanya. When himself buying was so many land banks. Land banks say Asasia or minor Aje. By compulsory acquisition, say, yeah, the basic housing in the past years and in early years of our independence and the governance, we took so many lands, say, yeah, the basic dying housing. Surprisingly, some lands see a lot of them and the Diama politicians. To omona a team and you pushy the masses and the populace, you know, you have to force to build. Obi a otie me anopa bia na adwene say you have to build. Every day I say it say or mind to say Ghana. It is not the responsibility of every citizen to go and build. Social Ministry of Works and Housing of mine and the mandate that was so provide housing. Provide the dignity of the people. Ye mamu baby amobeda. Shelter one of the most important things nipa here. But a priority for any government. And we do a lot of examples. We say Angola go through civil war for over 44 years. At the end of the civil war in 2008, then almost say a lot of the people are staying in slums. Almost a dan kete La Paz then almost trading off some of the oil people. And you know what they did? The first phase, second phase, third phase. They are building 34 housing units since 2008. Omo civil war. Omo need peace to say yen. Yen you say a gateway to Africa, you don't see the gate. And by the close of 2021, you can declare say in Luanda, Angola, omo baby a friend ho Kalimbi Kaishi. China for no omo 2 or more gold oil no. Omo atisikani bi. Ya na mo wan say obehwe Tanzania railway 3.5 billion. We PB also around 3 billion. Oh. What they have done with $3 billion from their oil proceeds. And the largest housing unit in Africa, constructed by government, social housing. Ubetimiako internet no wakoshe. What other governments are doing? Nicholas, let's see the Angola. No, this is Rwanda. There we will come where locally manufactured materials or Rwanda. But you call now you shed the Angola, you almost say the largest in Africa, housing, funny pa 500,000. No, let's share the Angola. This is the same one I'm show you. The videos and all the pieces of governance support are mine be they ma their people. The Ayamea ewo hone say asase aye jeto ho nyina se de be housing affordable. You don't have to build. What they are doing in Angola is rent to own. For low and Kilamba Central. So these are some of the housing that government has constructed. Nico me pedie a plain view no obi the omuwie no the aeroplane and the city no from above say movie people from slums mo amote agin kojo and all the areas. Government constructed apartments, rent to own, 2 bedrooms now team, rent to own, more 15 to 20 years to pay. More 15 to 20 years. Yes. And this is it. Oh, the young fan said these are the apartments. We no 10,000 schools, water system, drainage. This is Angola after that is somebody's contribution to their people. One place, 500,000 people.
Saglemi,
no, Saglemi cannot compete. Saglemi 1,105. Where 34,000 units. Abrosai Maku 34,000.
View no America.
Who do Saglemi got to
we start from somewhere.
This is Obi oil proceeds our day born in my for. So if you are a young man, you don't have to wake up every morning saving money. Debia make us say you wuna e wuntem no obi afen warrior school or university onye adwuma ne first year no wakwa kwota asase e wo teacher mante e ho na obetimi ato na odu teacher mante a na estate agent na ka chen say e just 15 minutes drive from the main road onya kasa apegane so onya kasa ye 15 minutes drive from the main road a obeba na otri hu futuro and son obesi main road 45 minutes no na wafa car from teacher mante aba Accra ho na abranti a wo bobra no o si ne dan nti Saturday bia je se okohwe ne site eno na manfo bebre na mu okroma. You cannot buy a plot of land within the basin na maka wa Accra no. Government so ne oni sa land na obetimi dia yes sa project we bi nti makasa se ni mama mo bi attach your time. Okay, say omo be ye ho boarding city. Ye be sisi nimba for ni nyina Angola there no. I was looking at it. It's beautiful because who are oni efie or dada no. Ye be ma ofie ni bi say na wo 2 bedrooms, ye be ma 4. Then there can nyina ye dia ma manfo nti efie na nipa 40 no. Nipa 40 na ebetenem there. One area, one land. Or more raising no. Na me who say you say the largest state housing units Africa is in Angola, and I went searching for it, and there's a Kilamba Kaishi Chinese company drilling oil, and almost for oil profit in be NC Daima the people there. A country that has gone through civil war for 44 years. Until once you come up to students, teachers, and therefore, if you read about it, it's not for a more high income. You're still low and middle income. And they will see your salary structure. We a business person, a better sika unya, utia taxes. Say na unya, we a middle income. Na yem farm politicians, cantonment o majiafa, Laboni o majiafa, East Legon o majiafa, baby o hoya papa bia, East Legon kwine, and say ye crown no more say gusu jujeni munti, but obi kwine enye. These people have taken over and run a mate say Ministry of Works and Housing. They have land banks. Kwame Nkrumah time Gadisberg mo jiji asase e wo say kuro no mu a ye de beye housing e de ama workers into ye adwuma of Parliament House and our ministries wo bia we see for my bicycle crowd betimi their office. You don't have to. So the planning was there, but all these lands, state officials asato for and no pushing the poor people back to Oyibi. Madam for be to Oyibi, na that be our friend said, my simo bedmo, obedreduma 2 hours. 2 hours. But this is what some countries are doing. In 2023, November, I remember this story very well because meaning papa be a friend Afro Arab. So what in the Alhaji Abdul Salam. Meneno any one other person yes on for proposal and come the then Minister of Housing. Na Afro Arab say o see affordable housing. Na abino man of support. I know this very well because Ohunse supposed to be about Rwanda. So we should go to Rwanda and see what they are doing and come back and replicate private and crowd there. So the Rwandan one no. Almost the ebema a dine boy for ne say. Almost mean you materials na Angola for ne because they don't have oil. Rwanda for they don't have gold. They don't have oil. What unse omukro na hills. Enti people ewo. And on mama local engineer say, how can you construct affordable housing for the people? Obia the bid, but they win a bid to construct and a contractor and also obey you locally manufactured materials 95%. Enti empuma no mobeya empuma. Netia the edibesi enya blocks ni akofa cement say akofa clinker ne boede. No, you build with the local materials. She Rwanda the end to say ye old buildings no any. Say oshe mame full story na share President Kagame no the first one no. Affordable housing for the people of Rwanda. Flyer no na bibi go so. This is how they build it. Playground, police station, market. Na netie no omodiasi. On say people will kronum. So they will cut down one hill. Na netie no omodiasi to say ya India ni friend breaks no. Nti ne cost no form. And I share empoma na enya to say sliding mirrors. No. Omayen affordable. So Rwanda introduces rent-to-own housing program to help low-income families achieve home ownership. You don't have to go and buy a plot. And you will be also a corner or top plot now when they from say consume. What they are so bought for more to wall and age now so you be was our time. But will be help a 2-bedroom at Trema on person better say or who are passing on their money family. Our governments have neglected the key areas of life. You cannot understand because yes, Saglemi 1,705 units. Almost in the 2005 was the same. Yes, 1,500 units. Or was it 5,000 units? And yes, 1,705. So Rwanda started with 2023. They are done. In less than 2 years, they are done. People are moving in. And they have more than 3,000 units of this. Enya capital Hong Kong in big cities. Into Osunyania. And this was done by a champion. Dansuman Snake Flat. And they will be at the property. Esuyabua Snake Flat. Sunyane Snake Flat. Tamale Snake Flat. It is something that you can replicate. Government, you have the power. Oji assassin and a form. Land banks, as I say, more season in our monsem. You are sharing it among politicians. The powerful in the society are still the people or more quiet, as I say, to build for low and middle income people. Into be a quiet nankanye asempa kaswa nyanyano yetna oba adwuma wonka. But a one will be at until ubenya problem with transport system, ubenya problem with flooding, ubenya problem with overcrowding in the cities. Because a dining in our BSC or Siketwa, meaning to me, see a sign. But I buy our capacity to do that. When say currently they have land banks in Amasaman. By Adiato. But because of Munusunti encroachment in Tino, Assassina Kaketwebi. Omu Assassin or Tema. Na company Bakwa Mebo Mabaso Kwame Nkrumah's creation of TDC. Tema Development Corporation. Omu di Omu Gusue see a dining. But you must say how many low-income people have access. Abayin penyu for na nebesayaji. Laboni, unim say wa abayan sa se da Laboni e de beye abrosen betime si high rise be 40. Ewo hobat ya no so ya che. 2-bedroom Laboni no, they say yesisi abrosen Lebanese for the timi high. Oye Ghanaian na uni capacity so be rent wo Laboni, but the asase was acquired to build high rise for the occupation of low and middle income. Inti anope question na mi busa say Saglemi akosi say. Wo dey say mo anwie mpo 1,700 units na e wo ho no. Other countries are moving. Egypt used 7 years to build an entirely new city with over 20,000 housing units for the people who are moving there. an entirely new city, October seat. Ghana Tnasi Saglemi Akawrim. Yes, you are private developer bia or yeah. Vote and so as I to a friend Oxygen City. And also make me the SCC and I. You say who say what he. Nti Saglemi mampenyi bae and na oma fast track process no. And na buses na modi aba impo no. Ye wo 10 e wo Saglemi nko a. Mo biem ama amanfo ahan. Saglemi bus ne ko ho nko a. Enka enti pressure e wa Accra ama rent e ku amanfo. Ye can rent asema we should. These are countries in Africa. State housing. Social housing. Yakasa sa we see na aka room. We see the only effective housing America say a war horse is here. President Kufuor ye bi ija. But they are effective across regions a champion. We have a big problem. Otumfuor ye the asase ama Ministry of Lands. Ewo Kumasi say omo pharmacy affordable housing. They say Ghana DNA. Saglemi no. How many years in here? Since 2015. They say 11 years. Nipantenem. 11 solid years. I say, unim say developer no de man and I was asking and say why the omo can say nipa na waji say or a private person or be so na nke ya ban there. They say omo de ama private. Also obeji 60%. Our no equity interest out there into 60%. And now obeji no ama buying 40. And a minority in parliament say omo na starting process and so omo de ma say ko upon chroma time no omo say omo de be ma private person because buying yes ka de be ye omo ni ska but omo nya ska ye niema emfaso ni so e ma o man no what you say omo nya ska ye niema emfaso ni so but omo ni ska omo de be ye low income housing for the people omo suffer. Housing deficit in Ghana is over 2 million. And 60-40 no. Aban we buy no abe negotiate. Private person na or we ne bid no MPP time no one oho. O manye but also ombema no 60 no mama 40. Or no say the dynasty are saying no. On to me 50-50. Minority for say almost on tia say 60-40 ne there. O ma short change aban. Enti omonto government share no. And a private investor and say omu 1% crowd free the system so obe withdraw because omu sign contract na wie nti omu ntimi vary contract because they see that mo na mo say mo your government member my 60 ye kotena say mo say minority ne so nti say no akoka aba we beba betena say 4 years na ye 14 years of housing ya ntimi ndem nti ubedwe ye ho a obi ye ne de 2 years nipa atu akotenam obi and there 3 years. Obi started 2008. We see 34 housing units, the largest in Africa. 1,705 units. We cannot make it habitable. Politics in no payuba sorry. We are say. Every day. The important things: food, transport, shelter, and yeah, important for the country. And nearby unnecessary. I'm
sure say Uganda it is backed by a national policy. Na yenye die Saglemi say 2015 no.
Aye.
Omo started 2016. Uganda started 2016 no. Omo say omo anhwe because of the war in Yamaniama no. Ebe hadwen. Yenye started ye die ni ja omo. A year later and almost started here. Say the intention of the national housing policy. There was a national housing policy. Say there will be housing for all. And yes, a housing for some people, middle income, low income, and ABB for all. And see, me sure ye housing and she no project no. Say ama your deficit na akoso Uganda started at 2.1 or so.
Yeah,
I think a little higher than us, but they've been able to do it. Maybe the say, is there a national policy of housing and she or Ghana? Aso biya ba because say yama politics e di enimnity. Ya to abama ban bi no ba. De bia ono de ne campaign message or de ma o manfo agina so to aba no. Eno de ba be yen hihye ye de be ye adwuma enti se ebi wo ho eno na ama say like government na or start next one or start bibia the obaba be succeeding oba on to aso because politics na do so to the extent say ono so kan bibi or kan bibi say wahye Ghana for ebo say obeya ma wo mo so okotoa ni predecessor ne de so a ne ono ne campaign message no wanye enti also start for there were a lot of cases, a lot of issues are ebi wo ho yento aso governance progressive yento aso no Ghana nko ade governance ya chichem enti we ye bi the same ehihye na me be but was am so me start me de no bi hu say me campaign promise no me ye enye say me betoa obi si eto aso Obama ka Ghana ye ni problem akwan adan sie school ne niema ka ye nya problem but all the time obi apese politics into a yana de ne ka say oh we here asemasi party bar power no asemasi obi great because we ye dia because ye na ne your power what is this enti ama the ordinary Ghanaian na bre ye nwen ne ho these are some of the things said Obama ka Uganda he said ye entokwa say Uganda still they've been able to bounce back Rwanda they be there no they've been able to bounce back adia ba kwa ye ha dwen pa e won tokwam e say ye bubu adan ye say nkrofo habitat ne yi nti e ba ne sa wo start here wo so wo Ghana up till now ye bra wo fiera for nsem because omuni competition there be amaka fiera for enjoy monopoly sa anti the opposite de ne danje or the beje opa tu obi beba obi a wono so bre sa abeka se woni amepe 100 na ade so na fama me na wo ye tu ko no da abonten esukodi abanyachi na mra wo ho na say ya wo be da abonten fiera na e ono ane dia enti I think say we should ankomo ye dia che enhihye ye na eba no ye nhye eno ne asem ebi ni ayi express road asemi ya ye kai ya carry besine ye huhwe
right
kasa ne do so chen ni
sechwa ye kona ye nsha say won komo odi high by 8 na ye ko
okay ye di nkomo no na ya say etrente ya ye nya cheswa enti e be koso adi na areas na ya bobo say omo that V area ni mu no mesese ya ye ma efie dada no so kra ho ya say ntimi mfa nipa no e hokra ya ye nkonkwohwe most of those houses toilet kra bi ni ho ebi kokodware abonten ejana ni achechire enne magata no 1500 na yeje enti sika kra na omoje no nso kra no eye atwame ne bo anka enni kwan say those areas those houses amenities ewo ho no anka omoje say sika na so why na check here amagana ni ntimi save sika say o mede na nsa ya na me boda ro say ya nya kwansra na so obi on mo nya ya anka bekopa but ne dan ka ya so your problem nyina akwa say you rent and it's just renting. On say your system you rent and own. And no de mbredodo a wutim a wutua edan no ka no. Na wo da so tim. Enti ema usika no boa. Wonim say emfie bi beba edan beba be ye media. Enti eno ye. Na ye de no a your system e wo Ghana no nyina akwa say wo rent a wutua de ma fie wi a wo tam so anwa paka onema. Na wo ko tam so na wonni sika na animguase akam. Enti ye housing system ye ntimi si bi no. Kakra na ewo ho no ye make sure say be hwe ni yama de ono de kakrawa han dan no ne dan a won han no ommo kan bebre obaye bre no nti ye ko be kwa san ba ho crutch na danfo na kunu no besori ye ba ya me yensan ni san komo na eho hia me pa
mate enti oba na say only police for na ye adwuma enti no na
say say mo pen rank
ye pen rank
special special rank